Let's fight. Wherever you're joining us from this evening, good folks, let's fight. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. We're gonna ring the bell one more time to bring some of you all in fine style and fashion. Ring that bell again, folks. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. We want to say good night. We trust you guys have had a great day. It's pace and power. Good to see you, folks. Wherever you're joining us from, never dull moment at all. At least now where we're sitting, never dull moment. Good to see all of you folks out here on the live this evening. Share that live, smash that emoji button for us. And come on, we got a lot of way to go. We got a lot of way to go tonight, folks. Good to see each and every one of you here. Share the live, smash that emoji button as well. Put us through to some places we won't see ordinarily. We want all to get valid, credible information. The technicians who are on duty, do let us know if you guys are hearing us loud and clear out there. Let us know if you guys are hearing us loud and clear. Good to see each and every one of you. Good folks, pace, pace, pace. Deborah Leach, pace and power. Share that live for those pages we're coming through to. And now, one more time, we're going to ring the bell to welcome you folks who are now joining us. But good to see each and every one of you. Good to see Melissa Monroe is here with us. Shauna Fortune is here with us. Julian Mars is here with us as well. All the other beautiful folks joining us from all of those other places. Andrew Griffith is here. Debbie Hohen Kirk is here as well. I see we have Onessa Wardine, Mark Doris. See Jeff. Good to have you, Roxy McKenna. Thank you, Roxy, for clearing that up for us. Roxy's on duty tonight, folks. Some technician, Roxy's on duty. Andrew Cuthbert is here. Orlando Joe is here. Enid Miggins is here as well. And folks, we're happy that you are here too. Siobhan McDonald, you, Siobhan, you, Charles Nelson, you, Lennox Anderson. We're happy that you folks are here with us on the live tonight. Gary Wong is here. Gary says loud and clear. Two technicians on duty. Gary says loud and clear. Good to have you, Gary. Gary and Annette and Debbie. Good to have you, Veronica Primorallins. Good to have you, June Bowman, and all the other folks joining us. Gail Alicock. Good to have you fine folks with us this evening. Pace and powerful. Who no know? Who no? Again, folks, we are happy and delighted. We got the fight card set. It's just some of you missing tonight, folks. We got the fight card set. It's set. We got a couple things to discuss. But first, folks, I want to thank all of those guys who've been so helpful. You all have been so gracious with your support. You've been so gracious with your love and your generosity. And we are touched, folks. We are touched. We need to raise about $800 more US dollars to get the drone that we want. We're this close, folks. And we know that you guys are going to help us to do that. We need to raise about 800 more. And folks, that's a third of the way that we have to go. The last mile, as it were, we're on the last mile. And this will bring us to, I think, 24 hours since we launched this. I think if it's not 36, it's 24. If it's not 24, it's 36. Just there, we'll be able to raise this money in record time. We'll be able to do so. Thanks to your love, your support, and your generosity. If you want to know how you can do so, all of the usual channels we have to partner with us, they're available. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, MMG. We also have the facility now where we can send you a link and you can contribute via your debit and credit cards as well. Just want you guys to know that. Help us along the way. I say you got to get the whole 8. 20 here, 5 so, 2 so. So it all goes towards that big picture. That is what we can do together, folks. I'm so pumped up by this that some of you guys have responded with such generosity. It touches us. I just said, pace and power. Good to have all of you there. So, folks, you know why? And if you don't know why, it's on our page. We posted a little clipping from our program this morning, succinctly telling you why we're going in the direction in which we are going and how you can help us again. Make a contribution, please, and thank you to our drone project. Do it now. Please and thank you. We're going to send you that link if you have a debit or a credit card. Seamless. Under 2 minutes. Bap. We gone. In under 2 minutes, folks, Cash App is available. Zelle and PayPal, MMG, MoneyGram, Western Union, all those facilities are available, including now. You can send you a link and you can contribute via your debits or credit cards. Be good to go. That's what we call progress, folks. That is what we call progress. But that being said, folks, that being said, see, big party last evening at State House. Big, big party at State House. We can be talking about that because I want to know why I wasn't invited. I want to know, folks, why I was not on the guest list there. Yep, desperate times, desperate measures. We can talk about this young woman in the black. Then some sisters in Trinidad not having a nice time at all with Cal. Caribbean Airlines Limited not having an easy time with them at all. We can hear from them if you haven't heard already. And then Linden. Yep. Not a good day for the township at all. Not a good day at all. You know what Marley said? So much trouble in the world. So much trouble, folks. So much trouble. And at our end, we get it in extra doses. We get it in extra doses. It's good to see each and every one of you in the live. That emoji button too, folks. And let's go. We gotta wait for some of you. Some of y'all, pick up the pace, the man. Share their life, the man. Yvette Gordon, Mark Ullman, Bantu King is here. Maxine Still, Rosetta Barton is here. Glenford Gordon here too. Donna Joseph, we see you, Donna. Bantu Lyndon Gill is here. Wendy Stevens. This is why, we don't like record this program because we miss this interaction with you folks. We ain't gonna we call out no fake name. We like to watch a fakery. We ain't gonna be no place call out no fake names, folks. I see Carolyn Hanley is here. I see Keyboard Hope. Dolores Denny is here too. Good to see you. Alwyn Austin is here too. Renella Garnett, Shondell Moses, Laverne Harricharan, Kelman Passad, one person. Debbie Hohenkirk, Marcel Hope, Renella Garnett, Anita. Anita Wallerson. Good to see you, Anita. Wherever you're joining us from, Jasmine is here too, and Wendy, and all the other good folks joining us. Ring the bell one time for good folks. Ring the bell one time for you good folks, and I would even go 2 times. Go down for 1 time. Go down for 2 times. Good to have you guys here on the live this evening, folks. The open up. Why don't we start there, good folks, with the opener? Let's start here. This is Yvonne Quotes. This is the young lady we told you guys about quite recently. That Simona Brooms, back yourselves up, mentioned on her live that she was helping. We showed you how folks like Royce Hilfold pitched in to help. Today, Simona Brooms visited Miss Coates, and they were moving her into a makeshift, apartment, as it were, makeshift studio apartment, and getting ready to pull down that old building, that old structure that Miss Coates was living in to make way for something new and improved. God bless Simona Williams. God bless Royce Dale Ford. I saw too, I think I saw Apostle Williams there too, from that beautiful church in All Boys Town. God bless Apostle Williams and all those folks who have opened themselves to help this project, folks. God bless all of them. It's not easy, and while you can't help everybody, because we don't have the bankroll like the government does with this new burst of oil wealth, while we don't have that, to see people still stretching themselves to be able to help someone else. Right? So we can show you a little bit about where Miss Coates is coming from, and when the building is finished, when her new abode is completed, we're going to show you that as well. But just before they took down the structure, just before they're preparing to take down the structure, Simona walked us through the old dwelling to show you the circumstances under which Miss Yvonne Quotes was living. I wish Men on a Mission had a Facebook page some way you could have sent an application or something like that. I wish you could have done it. But they ain't got no building, no way. $500 million. Men on a Mission was given through National Assembly. $500 million. You don't know who's the secretary, you don't know who's the board, you don't know who's nobody. But here, ordinary Guyanese just coming together to make the life of somebody else that much easier, right? We don't have they're about to tear down the old premises to put up something new for Miss Coates. To take a look at that, when we get a new one, who think we come in and show? It's not y'all, man. It's not y'all. Take a look. The old structure.
I you go in and just give the people where we moving from. All right, we're gonna be pushing this down. Man, if you want to go, I ain't even want to go back in it. In this old house. Yes, and so we are moving over from the old. This is my son, Troy, son, Randy, friend. Good to see you. All right, so here's your final view. How you do? Look, no, and Granny was trying to clean up. I know for Granny have to clean up. You want to go in the back door, and if you can't frighten, you got to go in the back door. So in the apartment, but just walk light. Granny got a concern that you're gonna go through the floor, okay? So that's the only thing. But go through because this is not gonna be here anymore, right? Right, Sherwin? Yeah. So they're saying I'm being no more, so I gotta go outside and let her get a little peep. Right, man? Just now we're gonna be pushing this down.
Yeah, I'm so encouraged by that. Yvonne Quotes, this young lady here is 87 years young. And to know that there are folks still looking out for her, trying to make it a little easier for her. That's very, very heartwarming. Very, very, very heartwarming. Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button, and folks, we encourage you. Partner with us as well, good people. Partner with us as well. Y'all know it's never an easy day in the 592. It is never, 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 never an easy day in the 592. We want as many folks to get valid, credible information. Kim Alson, Sharon Mercurius. See, Shondell is here and Mark Norris. Good to have you, Laura, Laverne. Harry Chuan, Kelvin Passal is here too. Debbie Collins, Roxy McKenna. I see Marvin Garway is here. Antia De Silva is here too. Good to have you, Martha Harris. Debbie, Debs. Good to see you, Debs. Jamal is here. Valerie Clark is here as well, folks. I see Denise and Irma, Martha, and Shondell, all the good folks out front tonight. Good to see you folks on the live. Y'all is never an easy thing, Yana. And we advise Justin in Sophia, or Sophia. You know, Sophia, there was a robbery, crime. Unabated, unmitigated. Thanks, PPP. Thank you. It's how them boys bracing for us. It's how they're bracing, It's remarkable. It's how they are bracing. Right? You all don't find, sir? You all don't find the plenty bracing? You don't find the plenty bracing? Good folks. Well, take a look at what went down today in Sophia. The folks sent this to us at the 9th hour. Take a look at some of what went down in Sophia.
You can stick it by face. Stick it by 这个可能能过，可能边头这个是能过的，对啦，边头这个是能过的，边头这个是能过的，边头这个是能过的，我还没讲抓住呢，边头这个是能过的，一圈。
That's when them boys come for the thing. That is how them boys operate. When they come for the thing, they didn't go by too fast. Take another look and take another listen.
You can stick it by face. Stick it by 这个可能能过，可能边头这个是能过的，对啦，边头这个是能过的，边头这个是能过的，边头这个是能过的，我还没讲抓住呢，边头这个是能过的，一圈。
Yep. Robeson, we still waiting and holding for the crime prevention plan, PPP. We were in a holding pattern for the crime prevention plan. 3 years later, and counting. And that's why we say, folks, We got to take care of ourselves when we out there because them boys will punks with impunity. Nobody cares. Nobody's concerned about that. So you and I got to look out for each other. That being said, folks, let's pick up on some of what we're covering internationally. Could we do that? And so we're covering internationally. This is what they're telling us. Intelligence officials in the USA, they are saying that there was an intentional explosion on that private plane carrying carrying Yevgeny Prigozhin, right? Carrying the mercenary boss of that paramilitary group Wagner, right? Yevgeny Prigozhin. They said it was an intentional explosion. And while that was happening, we heard Vladimir Putin eulogizing Prigozhin. You know, these are the times we're living in. And that's how you know high politics, you know. That's how you know in high politics. High politics. Right? People will kill you. Right? Come and cry at your funeral and fight your family to read the eulogy. High politics. Right? And y'all can say, oh God, look how he cried. Oh, his soul loved Prigozhin. You know that's the murderer right there, you know. You don't know that is the murderer. Right there, Cassandra Keeler. Vanessa Brewster. Wills Felix. You don't know. That's the enemy right there. Big, long crocodile tears. And it's them, you know. It's themselves to put it. Today was eulogizing Prigozhin in his passing. You know, Biden was asked to. His thoughts. Biden's like, surprise. Put here we talk about. You know, the little adroitness. He said, I'm not surprised. I tell you how Putin said. Out front part says he's gone like a bird. Intentional explosion. That is according to U.S. authorities, folks, that we're following. According to U.S. authorities, down there in Georgia, as we were coming on, we were looking for the mugshot because they're telling us Trump, you know, it's going to be arrested down there in Georgia, was making his way as we were coming on. And we were waiting, holding for the mugshot. But it wasn't to be, good folks. I tell you, it was not to be. But we're still following. They said a whole bunch of people were down there in Georgia waiting for Trump, waiting to see Trump detained by the authorities. And we saw this, this massive truck hauling a load at the back. You know, Americans different, you know. Them boys wrap the vehicle, Trump in a cell, and lock him up. Comes the chance, lock him up. Remember, he wanted to lock up Hillary. When they get hold for people, they better take two. Lock him up. 4 indictments later, right? 19 co-conspirators, among others. Is who getting locked up? Real and truly, folks. Is who getting locked up? But we're watching that. We are watching that. Thanks for joining broadcast, folks. One time for you folks who have tuned into our humble broadcast. Melanie Adams, Beatrice, Kurt, Jamesi Ellis, ringing the bell one time for you. Fantastic, lovely, kind-hearted, uncontroversial folks. Ring it one time for you. Look at us be following, folks. Look at us be following. A nation airline. You know, taking things to another level clearly. Taking things to another level. They're now weighing passengers. Right? Weighing passengers. You know, I feel like y'all little thingish. Right? Y'all little thingish. I don't know if I can subject myself to being weighed. Right? This is, in particular, Korean Air will be asked to passengers flying with Caribbean Air. Well, you know, I was going there, you know, but like I got to change my schedule. Passengers flying with Korean Air will be asked to step on the weighing scales before they board in the coming weeks to help regulators in Seoul update aircraft weight and balance standards. That's what they said. They'll be charging you. Y'all don't find how difficult it is to fly these days. Flying used to be a very, very straightforward business. Now, oh my God. Them boys making the money any way they can. When you see a cheap ticket online, you and I know it's not really a cheap ticket. That's the base price. A 150 US. And then add on your bags, add on your seat, all kinds of things they're trying to sell you. You used to get some proper free food on the airline, but they're not even making masking it now. You better get your money when you fly to buy food, or else you can starve. You better have your money. Korean airline weighing passengers. We some of us start pay. Like me, I should have been picking up on my exercise that I am vacation working, staycation working. I should have been picking up on my exercise, folks. I feel like I'm working more hard since I'm out here. I find like I'm working even more hard. He'll throw me on a scale now. Shucks, it's trouble. Plenty trouble. Paul and Greaves, what would your scale say, Donna? They say never ask a woman her way. Faye, Sharon Castillo, Orin, Antia De Silva, Edward, and all the other folks joining us. What would your scale say? The Koreans taking it up a notch. We come close to home, folks. In the region, this is one of the things we're following. I think this is Jamaica. They're telling us a porter. Who can you trust these days? Who can you trust? A porter at a hospital. Yes, this is Jamaica. It's in the parish of St. Catherine's. Is now charged with rape. 2 male porters, they tell us, at the St. Catherine Health Facility have been arrested and charged with rape and grievous sexual assault of a patient at the facility arising from an incident August 18th. Yeah, that's what the folks are saying. Charged are Shamar Edwards and Bernard Lodge. Yeah, charged. About 8 p.m., they're telling us on the 18th of April, on the 18th of August, a female patient went to a vending machine on the compound of the facility to make a purchase. On the way back to the ward, Edwards reportedly led her to another area of the facility where he and Bernard allegedly sexually assaulted her and raped her. Where you safe? Where are you safe, good folks? Where are you safe? You're not even safe as a patient in a hospital. Where are you safe? Yeah, so for me, so much trouble in the world. Let's never tell you just so. So much trouble. I think that is it. You think that is it? Also, they tell us in Jamaica, as we're in the region, as we're in Jamaica, also they tell us in Jamaica, 4-year-old wasn't spared. Sometimes I try to understand what pleasure people could find from a 4-year-old, even a baby. It's the devil in them. It's the devil in them. A 4-year-old. I'm trying to find my way in my notes in all of that because I want to give you folks credible and valid information. A 4-year-old. No mercy. No retreat. No surrender. All right? You're safe nowhere, basically. They're telling us a 26-year-old man from St. Elizabeth is charged, and this is the Jamaica Gleaner giving us this report. 26-year-old St. Elizabeth man is charged with buggery in relation to a 4-year-old relative. And he was remanded when he appeared before the parish court at Santa Cruz yesterday. A 4-year-old. Heading back to court on September 11th. A 4-year-old. I hope them boys deal with him. I hope them boys deal with him. 4-year-old. So much trouble in the world, folks. So much trouble in the world. A 4-year-old, you know, Margaret, Valletta, Carlin, right? Janet, Dion. Where you been finding that? Got to be the devil. Got to be the devil. And as we come closer to home, folks, remember we told you the horrific, horrendous death of this mother and son. This mother and son found hacked to death, chopped to death, slaughtered, murdered. House in Rosal, Chang Babis. Well, they're telling us tonight that they've held a brother, 4 men, including the brother and the boyfriend. Somebody knows what happens to Melissa and their son Anthony, I think his name was. See? Somebody knows what transpired. Somebody knows what went on. The brother, the boyfriend, the cousin, a neighbor as well was picked up. Somebody knows. We got to get to the bottom of it. Not to the side or the back, the bottom. We got to get to the bottom of it and send a strong message. A very, very strong message, as I said, and I'll continue to advocate. I can disagree with the UN here. Bring back the hangman. And let me go Camp Street. Bring back, we must hear, televise it. I carry live. When the bus the gallows are prataps. Hung by the neck until dead. Right? Little injection, too simple. Hung from the neck until dead, 2-3 times just to make sure. So we may get a strong neck. 2-3 times just to make sure. Van Classic, Yvette Quotes, Tessie Haywood, just to make sure. Dolores Derry, just to make sure. Can't be too short these days. 2, 3, 4 times. You must say Joseph, pop, 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 pop. You can see everybody fall in line. You will see everybody fall in line. You know, we got to be about a country of law and order. Law and order. So there. South Carolina. You know, picking up a cousin from school. And you should see those cars line up. Nobody ain't blowing hard. Nobody ain't beating on the right, beating on the left. No minibus going on the pavement. Law and order. Something we got to become familiar with. You see? We got to become familiar with. It's because there's such a disregard for law and order. There's such a disregard for human life. You see? But you hang 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Everybody else in line. Everybody else in line. We got to become a country law and order. We out of control right now. We got to come back. Got to come back. Right? So we're watching this. The boyfriend, the brother, a neighbor, another individual. Who knows what happened? Somebody knows. You see, they didn't run into the cutlass. Because that thing come out of nowhere. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. John Miller, Tony Hack. That's where we come into, you know. And hold on. It goes downhill from here. It goes downhill from here. You can't say warn you. It goes downhill from here, folks. Downhill from here. So look what else we're covering this evening. Bartica. He said a man was beaten in his head with a hammer because he spilled some rum on a counter. Y'all think you understand this? Huh? And we hear the assailant got links to the PPP. That's what we're hearing. The assailant, right, got links to high people in PPP. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. In one Guyana, must get one law. Right? For each people, you got a law again. We ain't got a common law. We got individual law for everybody. You got different set of laws for the big ones. A different code system for the big ones. Good. A man spilled a little rum, alcohol on a counter. That's what some of the reports said. And you're going to beat you in your head with a hammer. Huh? What kind of country is this? Huh? The angry Zandy are coming around by you just now. What kind of country is this out front parts? People think they could do and act with impunity because they have immunity. My elder Yearwood voice. They act with impunity, believing they have immunity. The PPP big ones, toiling with a hammer. With a hammer. We view life too cheap. Sheila Boy Child, Vanessa, Zola Cameron, Kyle Bynode. We view life too cheap. So the first thing out, first thing in your thinking is how you can do the most damage to somebody. Right? It's Don John, the poet, that says, death is man's inhumanity to man. Life, in all parts, too cheap. Much too cheap. Right? Law and order. Now who you vote for? Law and order. Let's vote for law and order. Let's vote for decency. Let's vote for good morals and values. You could beat a man in the head with a hammer. Who they tell us was exiting the shop, not posing any threat. God help the poor in Guyana. God help the needy. Jamal Aziz, God help us all. Donna Miller. Right? God help us in Little Dubai. God help us. Because we're looking thin. We're looking very, very thin. That's why I want you to know. We're looking thin. And you know, too many things I see happening in Barbies. In Bartica, rather. And people not getting redress. People not getting redress. We showed you here months ago men fighting. Right? Men fighting in the police station in Bartica. Again, affiliated with the PPP. Where were bells at? Where were bells and whistles? Associated with the PPP. Untouchables, as it were. You could go in a police station, fight. Whole family bacchanal. Police said, mean to me, getting involved. This is above me play grade. You go in a police station, fire off your gun. A man runs into a police station as a place of refuge for something. Men run behind him in the station, discharge a firearm. Nothing ever happened. Because you got links, you got ranks, and your life probably less than 5 billion. Your life probably less than 5 million. So you're watching to see what, if anything, will become of this Bartica story. Right? And somehow if you give a man his family, you give the family of a man who you kill 10,000 in a box to cook up, it washes the blood off your hand. Washes the blood off your hand. 5,000 in a box to cook up, you can buy a life. Linden, it's one country, you know, more madness. Again, no value, substance to Harry, Diane and Joylyn, Mary and Hamilton, no value for human life. They're telling us this young man here was beaten to death at a party. What did he do to deserve that? 40-year-old construction worker, Kevin Surfing, Kevin Surfing. Right? The wee hours of today, early in the morning, was beaten to death during a birthday party at Spikeland Village, Lower Caracara, Linden Region 10. A birthday party turned deadly. Right? Police said around 23:45 hours, the man and his 29-year-old partner, he's 40, went to the party where they were hanging out with a group of friends. Around 5 hours today, the woman said she left the group to go purchase cigarettes from a bar, and upon her return, she noticed a gang of 15 persons assaulting Surfing. Yeah. The woman recalled that during the altercation, Surfing managed to jump into a nearby creek to avoid his assailants. He eventually came out of the creek and collapsed to the ground. He was subsequently picked up, taken to the Linden Hospital complex, where he was pronounced dead. On examination, a small wound was seen in the region of his heart and a bruise above his left eye, and a man life gone like that. Right? Surfing, going to a birthday party, he knows his death. He's walking into in the 592. Life is so cheap in the 592. A $5 million a box to cook up, and all your liabilities, right, are forgiven. $5 million a box to cook up, all your liabilities. So a friend went going to a party, you know. The party went to celebrate. And even that, it's now a funeral. It's now a funeral. That's the reality. Right? Romilly Anderson, the 592 getting dark. You're accurate. The 592 getting dark. Romilly Anderson. That is accurate. Real dark. Darker than midnight. We're in a bad place. We're in a bad place. And here from the abusing down America, yeah, nobody can lecture them about this and that. You get big for your boots quick. You better put a stop to this crime nonsense. Thoughts and prayers go out to the bereaved, the family of the bereaved. Right? Thoughts and prayers with them. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the bereaved. Yeah, we're talking nonsense. Right? More drama. More drama in the 592. More drama. Desperate times, folks. Mr. Hardy. Desperate measures. Desperate times. Desperate measures. Things tight in the 592. That's why I want you to know. Things tight. Tight. They got tight. That's like poor people. When it's tight, you know, it's knocking the rich as well. It's tight and tight in the 592. Right? This is where this young woman comes in. Right? That's where this young woman comes in. She there. Tell us a man in the vicinity of Parliament. Right? In the vicinity of Parliament. Relieving himself. Enter Tamika Kush of Working Russ, who was passed before the magistrate's court in Georgetown. Transferred for the charge of larceny. He says that she didn't do it. Right? She didn't do it. On the day in question, the virtual complainant was by the Stabrook Market drinking. When he went to the western side of the parapet, the western side of Parliament building to urinate, right? He don't go wrong. The defendant approached him, Tamika Kush. She approached him and began to rub her hands on his pocket while asking him if he wanted to have sex. Desperate times. Rubbing her hands on his pocket, asking him if he wants to have sex. But he responded by saying no. He then walked away and returned to where he was with the intention of purchasing another drink. When he reached for the money in his pocket, he noticed the money was missing. This desperate times. He returned to confront Tamika about stealing his money. Of course, she denied taking same, professing her innocence against the allegations. The man then reported the matter to the police, who contacted Tamika. She was taken into custody. Right? Tamika was granted the sum of 80,000 bail. They didn't say how much he went missing from his pocket. Didn't say how much went missing from his pocket. But Tamika was granted 80,000 bail. Desperate times. Careful when people rob your pocket. That's the moral of the story. Be careful when people rob your pocket. The light one. Vanessa. Armandine. Rhonda Gordon. Mary Baird. Be careful. Clive Jackson. DJ Hope Tongue. When people rob your pocket, please and thank you. Be careful. I know what I'm telling you. All right. Donna Miller, be careful. Folks, look what else we have this evening before we wrap up. Promises, promises, promises. Oh, nearly a year ago, if not more, they're telling us this solar farm going to Mardia. Solar farm going to Mardia. Now they're recalibrating. They say by year end. I fed up. Honestly, I fed up. They say by year end. By year end, it's going. Coming soon. The Mario. Coming soon. Remember the airline strike? Caribbean Airlines? Well, Guyanese sisters visiting home, or visiting Guyana rather, and trying to return home to Canada, got stranded in Trinidad. Yep. Stranded in Trinidad, and said the airline ain't treating them nice. That's what it said. The airline is not treating them nice at all. I'm telling you what the folks told us. The airline not treating them nice. Take a look at what Tamika and her sister said. On social media, a lot of people are affected by this. Stick out of the pilots. Caribbean Airlines said things are coming to come, getting back to schedule. But the sister said, they had a harrowing time. Take a listen.
Everyone, we're sisters and we were on vacation in Guyana for 6 weeks. On Sunday, August the 20th, we decided, well, that's when our flight was. We traveled back. So from Guyana in transit to Trinidad. When we reached Trinidad, we got an email saying
our flight was BW600 and we were supposed to stay in transit in Trinidad for 4 hours and then go from Trinidad to Canada. Our flight, nobody told us anything in the airport. We saw an email that it said our flight was canceled. Then after that, we went straight to the desk and sort things out. They told us, what did they tell us?
They told us that they had no information so far. They just know that they don't have enough pilots and they don't have enough, they have a lot of constraints. So they put us in a hotel and they told us we don't know when we're going to rebook you. So we just stayed in the hotel from Sunday. We waited Sunday, Monday we waited to hear, Tuesday we waited to hear. And then on Wednesday we heard, on Tuesday night we heard that they...
We saw the posts on social media. It said that they finally got a charter plane that's going to take all the passengers that got the canceled flight
From Toronto.
from Trinidad to Toronto, which is on today, which is Wednesday, at 12:30 p.m.
So we go to the airport today, Wednesday. We reach there and we are at the check-in desk. Everyone else that has been with us, a lot of them, most people were told that they're on standby and they're actually not getting onto a flight because there is no chartered plane. They're just being put onto normal flights.
Which got us very confused because we all thought we're going to be on a flight together, and it's not like a standby situation because we originally were supposed to be on a flight. Why are we on a standby situation?
It's not like we didn't pay for it. Anyways, we go and the woman checks us in. We get checked in, and she's about to print our boarding pass when a supervisor walks by and tells her that we are part of the canceled.
She asked if we're part of the canceled flight. We say yes, and then she tells her to stop. They can't go on the flight.
And then she tells her to take our bags because the lady had already put our bags through. She told us to go and collect our bags and let them go to the desk and join the rest of the people that are on standby.
At this point, we're so confused. We don't know what's going on, and everybody's acting like we did something wrong, even though we're the ones that should be back home since Sunday.
The service is honestly horrible. It's very unprofessional. People are like, you ask them questions, they're not answering you. They're all like,
they'll ignore you and just turn the other way or walk around.
Anyways, we try to get our baggage, but they said we have to wait for the plane to finish boarding. So that's 1:45. 1:45 we ask. They're like, no, at 3:30 come back. So 3:30 we go back. And in this time, we're trying to figure out how to get onto the flight.
The next flight possible to go to Toronto because we have our dad at home that needs our help. And
we've missed work. We've
missed a whole week of work, and this is not what we wanted. Like, we could have booked a flight for a week after if we wanted to vacation in Trinidad, but we didn't want to do that, obviously.
Yep, so we got sent back to the hotel, and 2 of our bags are on that plane to Toronto, and we have 2 of them here. The bags that went have all of our clothes, all
we
of our
have
necessities.
nothing to wear, no clothes to change from, nothing at all. We just have our other suitcases, which only has food items that we were taking back to Canada. We have nothing else to wear except for these outfits that we're wearing right now.
We talked to the rep. He was like, okay, so what do you want? We told him we wanted a refund. He said he doesn't deal with that. They don't do refunds at the
We tried
airport.
to book we tried to book from a different airlines. They said no, we can't do that. Anything we tried to do, they would just shut it down, say no, we can't.
So yep, we're on standby for 2 flights tomorrow. So we're just gonna go camp out at the airport and hope that we can get onto a flight.
And the only next confirmed flight is on Monday. So we would have to wait all the way till Monday if we don't get on the flight tomorrow. With no clothes, no money to do anything here, and we're just stuck in this hotel.
Yeah, so
Caribbean Airlines, I don't know what to say.
Yep, I know what to say either. Don't look at me. I don't know what to say either. Quite surprised by Caribbean Airlines. Like American to me. I'm quite surprised. The Caribbean Airlines, come on, pick up the pace. Pick up the pace, Caribbean Airlines. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Yep, that will be following on that front, folks. Look at us, we're covering as we wrap up, folks. As we wrap up, that's what the young lady said was their experience with Caribbean Airline. And latest, they're getting on the flight is Sunday or Monday. You know, Sunday, Monday. Rough time for them. I want to say congrats to all of the students who did so well at CAPE and CSEC. I saw some subjects, especially CSEC, that those young people are writing 27, right? Ones, 6 twos, and so on. My Lord of mercy. More power to y'all. More power to our young people. All we have to do, folks, is create an enabling environment. Allow our young people to flourish. That's all we got to do, you know. Don't get them no stress. You see? Don't bring kids in big people's story. Right? Don't bring kids in big people things. Give them the enabling environment. And they can flourish, and hopefully they come and solve some of the problems that have been so elusive to our generation. My fingers crossed and couple toes. Give them the enabling environment. So congrats to all our CAPE and our CSEC students as well who've done so marvelously. Right? Who've done so marvelously. I want to say, kudos to the high achievers. You didn't do so well. It's not the end. It's not the end at all. See, you refine and come again. Refine and come again. So congrats to all of our CSEC and CAPE students. And congrats to the teachers as well and the parents who put in the work. The school, and let's say the Ministry of Education, might have had a small role to play. Might have had a small role to play. Might have had a small. Congrats to them again. Congrats. Don't want to take anything from them. Folks. Irfan and government had a farewell party for Sarah and Lynch last night. Folks, this is about the 400th farewell party meet and greet for Sarah. Right? About 4 months now, this whole thing started. Every day Sarah going, you mean Sarah's still here? Sarah's still here? I was... Cheryl Mulrus, Sarah Kyle. Cheryl, I was just a surprise. Donald Daly, Norma Bruce, Rhonda Gore. I was just a surprise. Sarah's still here. God damn it. Still here. I see somebody said a shout out. Naomi said, I just scream out. Sarah's still here. Doing the wrongs. Folks, when I was about 13, 14, I hope I captured right. I read a book by Nancy Reagan, or on Nancy Reagan. It was there was Kitty Kelly, and this was Nancy Reagan's unauthorized biography. And in this book, Nancy talked about her husband's sickness and how caring to him during that period was like the long goodbye. I remember that phrase clearly. Kitty Kelly is the author, I'm almost certain. Nancy Reagan's unauthorized biography. I was about 13, 14. Now cutting my teeth, the things in this world. I remember that phrase, the long goodbye. That's Sarah. This is the long goodbye. Sarah's still here? Huh? Somebody said nobody don't run from good. Where's she running from? She's running from the US. That's why she's still here. Or the fact that she's still here, she's not running from something that's bad. Which is it? The long goodbye. I've been chronicling this thing because it is so interesting. She going. She fly to Washington, she come back. She fly, she come back. She fly, she come back. Sarah's problem is that she won't get nice time like she had here no place else. She will actually have to do the work of an ambassador. She won't get the kind of nice time she had here. And if she only anticipate, somebody else might give you the kind of nice time she had in Georgetown, she might be sent packing quite quickly. Some people believe in this non-interference thing very seriously. You come for do your work, and nothing else. Sarah's still here, folks. I suggest this little confabulation last year was $10 million easy. If you have a 40 of these going away parties, it's maybe you could build over Yvonne Quotes' house, lots of other houses for deserving citizens in this country. Party. It's a governmental party. Every time you see them a glass in hand, a little scotch and whiskey and so on. Sarah again, yet again. So I don't know, like it's every week while you're still here. It's another. Right? Once you go over that week, when you're supposed to leave, the next week you have to have another. Maybe somewhere written into the diplomatic conventions out of the UN. And no, I used to know this when I was undergraduate reading at the back of my hand, the whole UN convention on diplomats and engagement and all the fancy things. I know maybe it's written in somewhere there. That when you stay on longer than the week is supposed to go off, you just come back and have another farewell party. So there they were last evening. We told hundreds of them descending on State House. Right? What happened to the award for democracy? What happened to the guardians of democracy? Look at they fall apart quick. And in short measure, they even last a term. The guardians run away. You see? Trump was a guardian too. Rudy Giuliani was a guardian. Mike Pompeo. I'm looking forward to seeing some of them that are in suit. Looking forward to it. Guardians of democracy. Guardians of democracy. Sarah still here. Leon Logan, Tony Hawk, Margaret Prescott, Samuel Gilts. It's the darnest thing. How do you solve a problem like Sarah? Oh, how? How do you solve a like Sarah? Fairly well, Sarah. Fairly well, yet again. I said this about 72,000 times. Fairly well. You see? I think we cheer and come and say, fairly well. Sarah's still here. Fairly well. Fairly well. Still here. Next week, we have another farewell party. You watch and see. 2 weeks after that, farewell again. 2 weeks after that, farewell again. Finally, folks, friends, family, and favorites. Only get one result. Friends, family, and favorites. They're telling us in region 3, I think it is. A lot of folks are complaining about the young professional prospect rather than the East Bank. Region 4 still. Citizens are complaining about the substandard work being done on the young professional homes. They're complaining. Friends, family, and favorites. The single units are sold for 40 million, inclusive of the cost of the land, which is 1 million. Each home is approximately 1,700 square feet, right? And sports 3-bedroom, 1 self-contained room, a kitchen, and dining quarters. They're pointing out tonight substandard work, right? Were we building properly? As we close, what are we building properly in this country? There we were, the bishop complaining about different roads, contractors taking their own time, overrun, complaints about the Lusignans telling, the Leguans telling the contractor firing back and says the government fault. Now the housing project here, young professionals, people say the houses falling apart in very, very short order. What are we building properly in this country, man? What are we building? Folks, it's the deeds, you know. When you go to a place like Chumeri North and you pulling down people's house, cheating people out of the land, how are you going to see your way? How are you going to see your way? They say Rose Hall Estate, Sugar Estate, opening back on September 23rd, I think it is. But I'm watching that. I'd rather see that, as we say colloquially. I'd rather see that opening back on the 23rd. So citizens are complaining. There's no free house. You don't walk and kick 40 million. If a man would beat you in your head with a hammer for throwing little alcohol on the counter, what people do for 40 million? You don't kick the wrong in the street in these hard times. Desperate measures, women coming up to you and feeling your pocket. Things that used to be shunned. Prince and Brison, you want some? Usually we would never approach a man like that. You would wait and think and so on. But just in case you getting the message, you want some? Things tight. You don't kick 40 million. The house is falling apart already. This is what happens when you give friends, family, and favorites. Right? Nobody respects law. Nobody respects order. Who goes and looks at these projects and said, complete, and give the sign of approval? Who does that? Every man for himself. Every man for himself. Every man for himself. This we're going to leave it tonight, folks. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us from all the places in which you joined us from. Each and every one. Thank you so much for joining us, good folks. I want to recommend, just before we run off, I want to recommend the Alistair Collins firm. Fantastic Justice of the Peace, Commissioner of Votes affidavits. They have a fantastic staff as well. They're right on near the Cardian Mall, Camshire, between they're on Lamaha Street, folks, between Camp and Waterloo. Lamaha between Camp and Waterloo, the ground floor the ground floor of the Cardian Mall building. Yep. 649-6410. 649-6410. That's going to do it for us at this end. Share the like before you go, folks. Smash that emoji button as well. Need a good Justice of the Peace, Commissioner of Votes David. We recommend the Alistair Collins firm. We recommend them highly, folks. You want to contribute to our drone project? Reach out to us. Send us a quick message, 627-6963, and we can tell you guys how you can do so. Every cent counts. Don't ever believe, the little you have, is not enough, or the plenty that you have is too much. Folks, we want to hear from you. Be part of that and help us to keep growing here in what we do. Please and thank you. We're begging, but we're begging. Help us out, folks, and see what we can do. You can trust us. You can trust us. That's going to do it for us this end, folks. Have a great and fantastic evening. Share the live, smash that emoji button. That was the last spell. Debbie Collins, Hazel Chase, Susan Jacobs, Utiline Pinder. Good to have you. Maxine Monroe, Sandra Davis, Donna Miller, Patricia Craig, and all the other beautiful, wonderful, peace-loving folks joining us. Stay safe. Tessa, Alison Cortez, Patricia Craig, good to see you there. Evelina Whitaker, I see Selena Fraser. Selena, how are you doing, my sister, over there in Canada? Naomi Drucker, good night to you too. Tessa and Diane and Susan, all the other folks joining us. I see Ostil Ogle. Good to see you, Ostil. I think I've seen her name before. Ostil, Ann Kern, Sandra Doris, Valletta, Bromel, Hazel, Martha Harris, and all you beautiful folks. Stay safe. I said that was the final bell, but one more for all of you because you're such beautiful folks. Take care now.